still here tomorrow, you know? So I have lots of books in there I want to read. I'd be disappointed.
Did you hear what happened to the library in New York?
No.
I think they said that the tweet said that they threw his books in the garbage.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yes.
Can you state your name for the camera, please?
Yeah, my name is Bet.
Can you be speak a little louder, please?
Yeah, my name is Bet, B-E-T.
All right, Bet. Right, Bet. So, thanks for talking to me.
Of course.
And I've been speaking to a few people in this park, St. James Park, and I have some difficulty trying to narrow down on what is the main discussion here for Occupy Toronto. And can you tell me, is this an extension of what is going on in New York and the rest of the world, or is it more of a separate entity on its own?
It's a little bit of both. I mean, Toronto will have local issues, provincial issues that won't be faced in other cities that we do have to consider. But if you look at the grand picture of things, we are all out here for the same reason. New York here. What that reason is, I guess it's to try and make a society where people are fed up of the inequality of society, their lack of a voice in the society that they live in. So that's the clearest message. It gets a little bit more convoluted when you try and say, what do we want to do to address that problem? Because everyone out here has many different ideas on how to fix it. But so that's kind of what it is now. It's a big ongoing dialogue to try and find a solution that we all think will work, that we can all agree to.
Now, can I ask you, what is your understanding on what you think is going on in Occupy Wall Street in New York? Or what is your knowledge and understanding of what started the movement?
Can I interrupt this in a few minutes?
Well, it has many different starts, you can say. I mean, we would say it's a long time coming, just the way American political society is going. You could say that it was the Arab Revolution gave them inspiration. The incident that happened in the square in Spain. It could be the one that you hear a lot is a call from adbusters to just go out to occupy Wall Street. I don't think there was really one cause. It was many different little things, and how people are just frustrated. They came out to the streets.
Okay. From what I understand, what started the Wall Street or Occupy Wall Street movement in New York is the people's being supposedly fed up that the corporations were buying out their politicians. It was crony capitalism, and the politicians were basically approving bills that were just in favor of of corporations and neglecting the people. And what do you think about that? Do you agree or disagree? And is that why you're here, or is it another purpose?
Sorry, could you restate the question? I got it.
So basically, are you here because you are against crony capitalism, or are you here for another purpose?
I mean, I am against crony capitalism. I think that fixing just that won't fix all the problems we're faced with. So I would take it some degrees further. But I also recognize that most people here don't share that same opinion as me. So I'm happy, any forward progress is still forward progress.
Now I noticed that the police officers, they've been handing out eviction notices and they're sticking them on the tent. What do you think the overall intention is for the occupants? Are they willing to comply, or do you see perhaps a conflict rising?
Not everyone here will be willing to get arrested, but there are enough people here who don't want to just abandon their home. So yeah, I think that I know personally, I'm not leaving my library behind, or the library, not my library. But I'll have to be taken out. I won't resist, but I won't comply either.
That's a nice touch, a little bit of culture in this. I guess organized chaos.
Exactly, yeah.
Right.
It's a nice calm space that I want to keep calm.
So you're saying that you probably won't leave this area, and are you ready to take on the police?
No, I won't actually resist, because I know that their force is much stronger than the force we could. So we can't win this fight force to force. We have to rely on the public's intention to not want the police to respond so forcefully to us. But you can say very fast, if you raise a hand or if you make even a slight push, you'll be, bleeding on the ground very fast. So I don't want that to happen unnecessarily.
Has that happened? So
Not
far?
here, not here. Other places, yes. Like this morning, Wall Street was very violently taken down. They're back again already, but it was very violently taken down.
Right. Now, how long you been here?
Since day one.
Just day one.
Yeah, over a month.
And now it's rather it's an okay day.
Yeah, it's a nice day.
It's a nice day.
It's not raining. We're lucky for that, at least.
Now, if you are in future events to come, if you do end up staying here, do you see the weather being a major factor in your occupancy?
Not in my occupancy, but I can say, yeah, many people would not stay out when they're minus 20. I don't think many people have even camped out this often, so they don't quite realize how cold it will get. But I also know that there are some people out here who are used to camping out in winter, are willing to do it. So it will affect it on one sense, it won't be a total effect.
Where are you getting your resources to supply this with?
Donations from outside. It's not everyone that supports this movement is able to be here occupied. So they support us either by coming down and giving us good words, giving us food, giving us anything that they have that they think that we could use. So it's really dependent on the outside support that isn't visible but is here.
Now, you said you've been here since day one. Have you been able to keep up with the public image of, or the public perception of the view, the perception of the occupants of this movement? And have you been able to, let's say, access the internet to see how this movement is being portrayed?
Yeah, I mean, there's a public library page just 5 minutes down that I will check out, maybe half an hour once a week, read some of the new titles. I can say that most of the media, even after being out here, once I'm done all those articles, I'll feel depressed and, it's like, if you just read the media reports, you feel that nothing's being done out here. Then I'll come out here and you'll see everyone that comes through and my spirits rise again. So I can say from the media, I feel it's been very misrepresented and it's made it seem it's just this big drug-fueled, violent party going on that has no support. But when you come out here and you talk to people coming through, you realize there's a lot of support and it's a really amazing thing happening. So I've been trying my best to keep up with it, but it's also, there's a disconnect.
One last question. What is the most important issue to the entire movement? What is one specific policy that you'd like to change, or an issue that you'd like to see?
It's people's disconnect from society that they can't take an active role in anymore. In our normal society, the only way to take an active role is to get a job, vote, or write a letter to your MP, or maybe run. But there's a reason that no one plays into our political system anymore, because they don't feel that their voice actually has an active role. And so out here, everyone has been able to take an active role, feel that they are a valuable part of their community. And I think that's been the greatest effect that has happened, the greatest thing.
So your very involvement is pretty much solved the problem.
Pretty much, yeah. It's by people coming out and actually doing stuff and feeling, satisfied at the end of the day that their hard work was appreciated by others, that it was enjoyed by others. That's payment enough, just being part of the community.
Okay. All right. Thanks for your time, Beth.
No, you're
I
welcome.
appreciate it. Good luck.
Nice talking with you, and wish you luck as well. Have a good day.
Pleasure.